2023. Why Peter Obi's candidacy can be compared to that of Obama. Ex-PDP chieftain Akin Oshuntokun. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. As Nigerians prepare to pick their next commander-in-chief on the ballots in 2023, a former chieftain of the Lands for Democracy (AD) and the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Akin Oshuntokun, has come out to compare the candidacy of the Labour Party (LP) presidential flag bearer Peter Obi to that former American President Barack Obama. Speaking during an interview on Rise Television's The Morning Show a few hours ago, Oshuntokun, who recently dumped the PDP for the Labour Party, stated that as far as the political landscape of Nigeria is concerned, Peter Obi's candidacy can be compared to that of Barack Obama movement when the latter was contesting for the presidency in the United States several years ago. According to Oshuntokun, Obama's campaign was not only championed by a much younger generation, but its candidacy was also seen as a push against the status quo that controlled the American political system. Going further, the former People's Democratic Party chieftain described Peter Obi's candidacy as the audacity of hope, words that were used by Obama himself to describe his emergence as America's first ever black president, despite stiff opposition over a decade ago. Obi is like the Obama movement in the United States in terms of how it has caught the fancy of the young people and the behavior of the younger generation in Nigeria. It is consistently illogical. It is the behavior of hope. This is what Obama called the audacity of hope, which is that somebody comes into the system to say that there is a third path from what we think we are fated for. And almost all society, that direction to turning what is good and proper, always championed by young people, he said. Well, whether it is Naso Barack Obama used to come out, or whether I know Biamo, all I'm going to say is that we should make sure that before you support any presidential candidate, any, I did not say any presidential. So whether it is, it was done in America before, unfortunately, America and Nigeria are not the same place. And of course, in Nigeria, what we are facing is definitely what the Americans are facing now. It is different. They're totally different. My own is, before you give your candidate any support, before you start falling in love with that candidate, head over and heels in love with him, before it becomes your favorite, listen to all of them. Listen to each and every one of them. Compare and contrast. It's just like you go to a hospital now and your case is very special. You don't want to walk into the hands of somebody who is just, let's say, to teach these students now that are in hospitals. You don't want to walk, no. You would want a person that, he knows his onions, right? Good. That is why I am of the opinion that we should listen to each of those people, because through their speaking, you are going to be able to pick one or two things about a person. Through their speaking, through the way they, the way they give out, the way they are being answered, the way they are going to be pressured, because people of Nigeria, we sabi put people for hot seats. Somebody will come out and say something that is not true. The person's reaction to that thing, and all of that. No matter how they won't pretend, you get when you go reach where they no go feel hold them again. They're going to, should I say, break down, or at least, review a little if they're really prepared or not, or the kind of person they truly are. There's no way they're not going to reveal a little of it. All right. This man is enough to cripple both PDP and APC. He gave the perfect description of what they are. Okay. I love those words, audacity of hope. Hope we thought that have eluded us was brought back by Peter Obi, Labour Party, and most especially the Nigerian youth. This is God's plan for Nigerians' emancipation and redemption. Thank you, oh God, for being alive to see this ray of hope in Nigeria. All right. You must be sleeping. You must be surely writing for share parcellers to read. It is not your force now. You think everyone is dumb. Do you know how many political posts Obama won and the party that fouled him during the election? Do you even know how sound Obama was and is? I don't understand. Peter Obi is a real deal for 2023. No two ways about it. Obi is the first and last hope to rescue Nigeria from the beacon collapse. He must succeed by God's grace. You and me are going to make whoever is the most competent candidate to win. If we fail to do it, God will not come down to do it for us. As I make I tell you now. All right. Obi is going to lose before 12 a.m. It is only in the southeast that we vote for B, and the southeast do not have PVCs. All right. Peter B is the similitude of Barack Obama, is the audacity of hope for the Nigerian youth and the downtrodden people of Nigeria. This is the turn of a youth who are ready to wrestle and collect power from old elders who thinks is their birthright. Well, I have said it several before, and I'll keep saying it over and over again. This man just cross-carpeted, just defected from, the PDP to the Labour Party. Well, I feel he should focus on promoting Obi more, because I heard his interview based on, is it Tinubu? But he gave a particular interview, and I was like, no. Yes, he gave a particular interview about Tinubu. I was like, no. If you're cross-carpeting from anywhere to Labour Party, you should know that, what Labour Party stands for is to come out and, come out and market their own. They're not known to come out and, the focus is on them, and they start mentioning the names of their competitors. That is not the right way to go about things. So I was actually surprised. The most important thing is for us to cast our vote and, make sure we do it for the right person. Not just casting our vote, but doing it for the right person. And, before then, we can use this period, this pre-campaign period and during campaign period to market and promote a candidate, provided we are very convinced that candidate is actually the best person, or yes, the best candidate when it comes to competency and other ingredients, that needs to make someone a better leader. All right. Obi can never win any election in Nigeria because Obi is among the finch this country. Okay, among those that finish this country, should forget about the presidency for now. Says who? And one thing I am also going to talk about is the way we are pushing for this presidential candidates. I will keep saying this till, after the election. We are supposed to be given the same attention we are giving to the presidential candidates to our prospective states. That is for governorship, election as well. Reason because only one man cannot make the difference. Yes, one man can make the difference, but it's not going to be, how do I even put it now? You're not going to compare it to, let's say, organization now has very competent workers. I have only one competent worker in a particular organization. Which of them is going to grow faster? So what I mean is, if you have somebody who is good enough, who is competent enough at the top, at the most top now, and we have people who do not share the same goal with him as his financial advisors, as governors, as local government chairman, as councillors, what it means is that good he's doing, before you're going to get to feel the impact of that good, it could take time. That is why I am for, let us make sure that there are good people all around, all elective positions, whether they're coming out for governorship, whether they're coming out for presidency, whether they're coming back for all elective positions, so that in no distant time, we the people of Nigeria will feel, or we heave a sigh of relief, and of course Nigeria will be better again. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time.